think that's my favorite intro. It's my all-time favorite intro.
Did you just make that, or have you made that? You made that a long time ago.
I never made it. 6 a.m. made it, and
Yeah.
he had me, he had Rob Willis, and somebody else in there, and I just
like a
flipped me.
roster
Just went ahead
30.
and put it.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. I was like, "Fuck, should I use it?" I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, let me use it." And I put some music to it and just let it go. Yeah, dude. So the Devil from Talon Flats, huh?
Yes, sir.
Interesting. Very interesting. It's interesting that it hasn't made gold.
Yeah. It's getting there. It's we're just looking for the sweet spot, man. We'll get there.
Shoot. Dude.
So
I don't know.
but your cover was amazing, man. Everyone they like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know you know. And you know I know.
We're going to talk a little bit about it, and then we're going to go jump to some other subjects, and then we're going to come back to it. Because I don't like doing shows just wrapped around projects anymore. Like I like to scatter them out a little bit. But yeah, dude, $870, only 10%. And you, oh god, like you're supposed to get that burst in the beginning.
Yeah,
and you never got it. You never got it at all. Man. Did you do a pre-campaign for this?
Yeah, I got 150 people signed up. So
did you contact them afterwards? You know that Indiegogo doesn't do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to do that
I sent out a launch one, but I plan on emailing every week or so.
Well, no, you're supposed to go through MailChimp.
Yeah, MailChimp. Yeah,
MailChimp. What's up, El Gargoyle? Yeah, like that's so surprising, dude. Did you give them any incentive to go ahead and sign up early, or?
Yeah, free trading card by John Diller.
Huh.
So, wow,
that is so crazy, dude. Like it just blows me away that
I even got a no delay cover.
People.
Yeah. Huh. You know, I think it's just not enough eyes on the project because I looked at the stats and it's like only 400 people have visited.
When I launched Doc Salem, I only had 50 emails to my pre-campaign, and I just contacted those 50 people, and then I did a weekend of, constantly hitting shows to go ahead and launch it, and it seemed to do the trick. Like I never made goal within that first week, but I made about a third, like almost to it, like really close. And it just trips me out because this book looks good, and
thank you.
Like you haven't really gotten a lot of backers to it.
Yeah, it's just I got to figure a way to get more eyes on it, to get more excitement behind it. Shipping in the UK is something that I'm working on right now, and so I'm coming up with a different package that's just going to be for the UK. That would, help out with shipping. So
yeah. Did you talk to Critical Blast about that?
Yeah, I was on the show yesterday, and we were talking about it. But I think I got an idea that I'm gonna probably launch this weekend. I'm just waiting for my graphic designer to get one of these like little thumbnails right here, like to your right, and put that out there. Yeah, one of those for like an international combo, and make it a little bit more making something that makes sense for me, for them. And just going from there.
You did another campaign called The Last Goodbye, right?
Yeah, that one did very well. Got well received, no complaints on the fulfillment, well reviewed. Inch High,
but
Kama Guy and Kimusabi gave it outstanding reviews. Jam too. So, it's all the formulas there.
How soon did you make your goal on The Last Goodbye? Was it a week, 2 weeks, or like a month?
So we did a 60 day campaign. Yeah, 60-day campaign. I think we reached it. I reached it when I went on Raging Golden Eagle, and that was like I want to say 3 weeks prior to the 60 days. But
Rage is he's a good channel to go on. Like he's got a huge if you can try to get on fucking Red Valkyrie. Red Valkyrie's kind of those guys.
Yeah.
They kind of got a they got a little fame behind them now.
Yeah.
So hey, it's hard to get on their station. Like they're
okay.
on guests. And
So
but it's a good place to go ahead and hawk your wares.
yeah.
Yeah,
What was
they
awesome is
didn't have there's like some books, just like we were the one we were talking about earlier backstage. They went through Red Valkyrie too. They went all over the place. You know, it's like some books just don't pop. I don't get it. This one pops for me. I'm not even a big Western fan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but this one popped for me. Not just the story, the premise of the story, but I said the buzzards got me. When I had Richard on my show and I was looking at the covers, I was like, first off, I was like, why you want to come at me with all these good covers knowing I can only afford one? Okay. Well, and then you got to make me choose between Cannon and Preston. Come on. But the buzzards won at the end of the day. The
cover's cool, but you know what? To me, I don't have a look at the covers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's nice to have a choice, but the interiors are what I look at whenever I back a project. And the interiors on this book look really good. Like, it's not bad. And that's one of the things that I'm just like, I just don't get it. And the only thing I can see is that it's just too reality based, or you launch too late in the year.
Probably a little bit of both, mixture of both.
But here's my advice. Like, there's nothing you can do about that if that's the case. But what I would do is wait until January. Like, if it does fail, rethink your how you approached it the next go around, and maybe increase the incentives. Like make something a little bit more.
I was going to say, there's no reason not to add some incentives now, some backer.
Well, he did. He added a card, but what I'm saying is,
like a backer reward. When we get to 30 backers, we're going to do this. When we get to 50 backers, we're going to do this, and try and draw some more people.
I do have some stretch goals, but it's kind of hard to pitch out the stretch goals with.
Stretch goals are based on money. Backer goals are based on the amount of people throwing money at you. There's a difference.
Gotcha.
No. Is there a reason why you pick 8K?
That's how much it'll cost. Like Preston said, to get it out the door. That just covers art. If I do 8K, I know I can cover the artists, the cutlerist, the letters, and then I just have to dig in my pockets and cover printing and shipping.
Does this total include what you paid people for the art that you already got?
Not really, to be honest. Not really.
8,000. I don't think so. I don't think
it
covers everything.
Wait, so you're talking about what I made, like the 800? No, I'm still in the hole, bro.
No.
But here's the thing. I feel like
artwork, like Preston's artwork, is that charge in there, like what you paid Preston for the piece?
I would have to be, right? Like, it'd have to be in.
I would take that. Yeah, I wouldn't have done all that.
Yeah. I would have to, like, 8K doesn't seem that far. If you would have went over that, I think 8K is probably stretching it, like, this time of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like, this time of the year is, dude, that's a hard sell.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the closer you get to the end of the year, or the middle of the year, it gets harder and harder to push a project and get it funded. And I think that's the problem you're running into.
People do get their Biden money tomorrow. So if you got kids, you are.
I already got mine today.
Wait, Biden
today?
There's a lot of time left on this too.
Biden money. Whoa,
you got kids.
Wait a minute. I've been out of the loop on some of it. What's up?
If you got kids less than 17 or something like that, you get $300 per kid.
I don't get any money there. I don't have any kids.
And then California has their stimulus thing that's coming out in September. That's a Gavin Newsom. Don't recall me. Let me give you.
What's up, Brian?
What up, everybody?
Brian's a Western freak, dude.
Yeah,
I'm saying, like, he's right up there with me on the spaghetti westerns. Actually, he's a little bit further.
Yeah, I got a collection of at least 300 of them.
Does this?
Dang.
This has to like cue you in on some of that though, right, Brian? Like,
oh, dude, I backed this like.
Oh, you backed it?
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, man. Are you kidding
me?
Me?
Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah. Oh, well, this would be an interesting little factoid. The term, the cowboy, was actually like basically the same thing as calling somebody the F word. You know, that other F word that means like, you know, like a bundle of sticks that are burning.
Yeah.
Right? Because there was a lot of, let's say, situational homosexuality going on. When you had these guys out for like 6 months at a time.
Brian, we're trying to sell this book.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. First of all, what up, Richard? What up, Bob? What up, Jay?
What's going on,
Jay Dollar.
Just to be clear, though, Richard, there's no Brokeback Mountain stuff happening in this book,
no.
I had to go there. That's my job. I pop on a stream. I make it weird.
Yeah, the
movie
mainstream got that covered, bro. You know, this is for
the movie Brokeback Mountain. Though, I mean, isn't that like they were poking fun, right? Like the title.
It was based
like
on
they intended that to be a comedy, right?
No. That's based on I think either a novel or a novella or a short story by Larry McMurtry. I think it's based on.
You know way too much about this, Brian.
I'm sorry?
You know way too much about this, bro.
I know my westerns, bro. I know my westerns, and I know my western history too.
Well, the Italians are crazy with those westerns. Like they made some of the best westerns.
Yeah, man, they made some good.
Like,
did they ever?
They wanted to be cowboys so bad.
Well, they grew up. That's the thing. They grew up on our westerns.
Yeah,
and the early Italian westerns were basically pretty lame, you know, pedestrian imitations of American westerns. And then Yojimbo came out in Japan, and that invented the anti-hero. And then Sergio Leone was like, that's badass. Like, can we do a remake of that? And, you know, it got the go ahead, and the producers said, like, okay, we went and bought the rights. They didn't. And Akira Kurosawa, when he saw Fistful of Dollars, actually sent a letter to Leone and said, bruh, I love what you did. I love the movie, but I'm going to sue your ass. And that's when he was like, wait a second, I thought you guys said you got the rights. I'm like, we lied? But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to jump in and just co-opt the conversation.
Well, one suggestion I would throw in, Richard, is future endeavors into the IGG thing. Any artwork you pay for in advance, I wouldn't add that to the cost of what you're trying to make for the campaign.
Yeah, like Richard, I have to kind of agree with J Money a little bit, because I think a lot of you guys here's the deal, like you want to just get it printed and out the door with the money you made, right? And then once you go on demand and people read the book, then that's where you start making the real money. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I mean 8,000 really isn't out of the ballpark, but for this time of year,
we got to work.
Say, like,
it's tough. We're gonna have to promote this thing. We're really gonna have to push it.
Yeah, you're gonna make us work for this, bro.
Yeah, what the hell, Richard?
You motherfucker.
No, I know this is gonna be like a year campaign to get this, you know, made and out, and that. I mean, I'm realistic about it. I'm not thinking.
Can you adjust the goal? Can you adjust it after you launch it?
No, they don't let you do that.
You can't do that.
But here's the thing. Is I had 3 first campaigns. Preston had 2 first campaigns for Doc Salem.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean people don't go and back the book, but you know,
I prefer we get this one out the door, y'all.
Yeah, that's.
I want that Preston Acevedo cover that I bought.
Yeah, I want that shit too. I want that shit.
You see what I'm saying? This is one of the things that sucks about being an early backer.
Yeah.
Because then you sit here wondering if this motherfucker's ever going to go to print, you know?
It will.
If you wait, like some people will wait until a book funds before they'll back it, so they know.
He's absolutely right about that, actually. Like there's
Yeah.
a thing with like if it looks like your book isn't going to fund, and people just won't back it because they're like, why back it? If it's not going to fund.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, it doesn't cost them anything. They're going to get their money back, right?
Right.
Yeah,
But your money's held up now on something else you could have bought.
Right. That's true.
I mean,
Oh man.
that's
Have y'all been
that's
to a rodeo
honestly
before?
that's one of the reasons I rarely back a book early is because I don't know if it's going to fund.
Right. That's understandable. That's
But
understandable.
then
always.
at the same time, there's some that I really want to fund, so I'll throw my money at it early to help get the ball rolling.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
I do.
You know?
I
mean,
I did that with Robert. Like I wasn't sure.
What?
Oh man.
Damn.
Oh yeah, Robert. That's another book. I just that is like not getting the amount of attention and love that it deserves.
Boy,
That
it
looks
did.
amazing.
It
They
did.
get
But
a
we had to
Corvette.
push the
They
hell
get
out
a
of it
Corvette
to
if
get
they
it.
stay in here or something.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I fucking have no idea.
I just want to point this out since you got some bull riding up on here. My son's done that shit.
Oh,
Fuck.
I
that.
thought
Oh,
about
yeah.
doing it. They used to
He got on
practice
the
around
back of one of
house.
them motherfuckers, man. I was like, you shady son of a bitch. Yeah.
He got a red shirt too. What the hell?
Oh no.
That dude, you can tell that dude's like a young guy, and he's
Oh!
sure it's all paid up.
Yeah.
well,
He got his
dude, when you
balls
were
all
like
tightened up.
25, you still think you're immortal, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I know, right?
Ain't,
I went to
ain't
a-
nothing killing you. A
We used
bullhorn
to go to the
up your
rodeo
ass.
here in Virginia
Oh,
Beach all
man.
the time, and one time the you know how they bring the lady out with the flag while they're singing the American anthem.
Yeah.
And she's just riding with the flag, and all of a sudden the horse bucked and it launched her forward, and she just smacks her face on the ground, and the flag goes whap, and then she just stays there.
Dad,
And
one
then
guy.
it takes like 30-40 seconds before the people start to react, and then they all start scrambling out there because she's knocked the fuck out.
Mm.
You know
Oh,
how
That
they,
dude with the red hat's going to get whacked. You watch.
you know
Well,
how
I mean,
they,
don't
Yeah,
you
he's
kind of want to
tempting,
see these cocky motherfuckers, you know? I mean, I have like mad crazy respect for like the rodeo clowns because those dudes
Yeah.
put their asses
That
literally
dude
on
got
the
whacked.
line to like to save the cowboys.
Yeah.
But this is just a bunch of drunks
Yeah.
with an angry bull just
Well, you know how they,
antagonizing.
you know how they
When I
put two
said my
chairs.
son done this, I thought these guys were riding the bull. My son rode a bull.
Yeah,
You know how they put two
Got on
chairs
the
in the
back
middle
of
of a
one.
rodeo?
yeah, it's
And
badass.
they play cards in the middle of a rodeo, and they let a bull go.
Yeah.
You know,
With
and the,
Mm.
you seen that, right? Well, they
Yeah,
That's
had,
I
one-
badass.
they
Yeah,
had a
that's
chick
barrel
there
in the middle.
and a dude, right? And
That's
the
some
dude,
Chad shit. Ow.
the dude ran, but the chick was about to get killed by this bull. So another guy runs in there to get her, and he got slammed by the bull. And both of them made it out, but he did this because he felt something wet on the side of his face.
Oh.
It was his scalp. It was
Oh.
hanging off.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chad
no.
moved though.
It
Chad
was
moved.
$1,000 to make it through there. He said it cost him $9,000 for plastic surgery.
Oh. Somebody, he should have started a GoFundMe for that.
Damn.
I know shit.
Seriously, he took that hit for that chick. You
He
know what I'm
did,
saying?
dude.
That
He
that's
did.
a boss
Yeah.
move right
That
there.
was a heroic move that
Yeah.
cost him money. Yeah, it's
Man.
Oh,
and his
right.
face, right? Money and his face. Damn.
That's an 8-gram mistake, man. Yeah. Almost like mine. No.
Now
You know what? This is gonna get honestly. This is gonna get funded, even if I have to fund
Yeah,
it
it is.
myself. You know what I mean? Like,
Don't ever
Like-
say that. Don't ever
You're
say
so
that
good,
line.
you know. Yeah. I know, like,
If
No,
that's
no,
the
no.
case, you're gonna be
But,
wishing.
you know,
that
this
you
is- this
fucking
is,
set that goal lower.
yeah. No,
It's a
but-
great
but,
looking book, man. It's a beautiful
yeah,
looking book.
yeah.
It's got beautiful looking covers. Of course, I had to back the Preston.
Thank
But
Thank you.
yeah, no, it really looks fantastic, and I'm just thrilled that we have such diversity of genre. Before this, you did a crime comic, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's badass.
It was like a crime noir / just
Fuck me.
We need more of those.
yeah. But
It's like
it
everybody's
was
doing
well
werewolf
received.
comics, but
Right,
like,
dog.
Oh,
No.
Oh, he got
you should be able to
trapped.
have a knife
Oh,
out there and cut
no.
that shit.
ah,
Oh
Jesus
no. Oh no.
Oh,
Oof.
no.
That's
That's
what I
not
told
good.
my son.
That's
I
not
was
good.
like, the
Get up.
most dangerous part is right there, getting out
Right.
the gate. That's the most dangerous part of the whole thing is being stuck in that little cubicle on the back of that motherfucker.
Yeah,
that's
and you know you're coming off.
Yeah,
and you know you're coming off. It's just a question: how long can you hang in there? Is that dude wearing a helmet?
I'm about to say, why do they have so much gear on now?
Ooh.
I mean, I know why.
Did you see the horn go like hit the helmet?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they
So you can wear whatever gear you want, I guess.
They should. I mean,
jackets and everything now.
Fuck, he hit the horn.
Oh, look, he hit the skull.
No offense, Pops, but during these type of things, I'm usually rooting for the bull.
Yeah, because the bull wasn't doing nothing. It was just
have you guys seen that Have you guys seen that youngster Lemmy, the one that's out there just killing the circuit right now? I think he set a record the other day for points scored on a run on a ride, like 97.8 or some shit, like some irridiculous number. And I said irridiculous, like I mean ridiculous.
Yeah.
He rode that bull like wow. And his name's Lemmy. I was like, give the dude a base. Let's see if he can jam.
He's got a face mask on.
All right. I like seeing that. That's cool. But Pops, how exactly do they judge these if it's not just by time?
Well, you got to ride. I mean, if you got 10 different people doing the 8 seconds, right? It's the guy who dug his spurs in the most. It's the guy who made that bull matter, and rode it with style, stayed on. You know, that guy's not to get a great score. He was like falling all over the place, right?
Did you see that? He got hit twice in the face with that fucking horn.
Oh, that was like a UFC knockout. He was
Dude's got style. Oh, but he fell. But you see them when they get this thing going on, right?
Yeah,
and they're like riding the bull. Those are the high scores. The guys who are looking like they're in control of the ride, not the other way around.
Yeah.
Okay. So this Lemmy kid, man, just came out. It's like everybody in the circuit just is amazed by the dude. They all just talk about him like he's so focused. There's nobody ever done this like this guy does it. And you watch him ride.
The Mexicans are crazy. Look at them.
Yeah.
The Mexicans got no gear on.
Dude, I'd be crawling away.
It's badass. It's like it's studly when you see him not wearing any gear, but I'd rather they wear the gear personally.
Yeah. This is the thing though. As soon as they hit the ground, you pop up and run, man.
Yeah, man.
I can tell you right now, I'll be wearing Kevlar underwear.
Oh my god, shark suit.
I can't imagine getting thrown off a bull.
You guys know what that sticky ass rosin that they put all over the rope that they're holding on to, and their gloves just coated with the shit, so they're stuck to that thing.
I
didn't know that.
Yeah, they make it as sticky as they can, and they're stuck to that thing, man. They're trying to stay there with everything they got, man. Them bulls are like, oh, get off me, get off me. See, his hand is still stuck to that thing, man. You know what I mean?
So that's what's going on there. Oh,
like, do they deduct points if you scream like a little girl?
Yeah, I'd be out of there so fast.
Bro.
I'd have to be really drunk for you to convince me to fucking do this shit.
Dude,
I don't even
my
want to do
son told me he was going to do that, I was like, do you realize if you get hurt really bad, your family's going to be really fucked?
Oh, God.
But he's that guy. He's got those balls that big, and if he decides he's going to do something, he's going to go do it.
Yep.
Nobody's going to change his mind.
I remember a few people that had balls like that, and they ended up in traction.
Man.
My son's kind of an enigma to me, man. I ain't going to lie. Dude was the Iron Man in boot camp. In the Army, when he was in boot camp, he was the Iron Man of the whole, everybody who graduated that,
Right, wow.
10 companies or whatever, 800 dudes, he was the guy. I was like, get the fuck out of here. That's my son. He ain't all that. Oh, he's kind of all that.
That's pretty great, Pops.
Well, I mean, he's 31. He still goes to the gym all the time. He's got one of them fucking Captain America goddamn bodies. I ain't lying. Right. The dude is cut. The dude's fucking, and he works at it all the time. He's just that kind of guy. He's never satisfied with, second best. Always got to be the top guy. That's
Right,
just
right,
the
right.
way he's built. It's crazy.
God damn, look at this dude.
That guy's
Yeah.
getting ragdolled, man.
I know. It's just like,
How do you get your ankle stuck in the
Oh.
rope? Like, that is some crazy shit. Oh, they got their ankle strapped to the fucking bull. Is
Well,
what
you
it
got
is.
them spurs too, right? And you're spurring the bull, but you can get the spur caught under the tie rope.
oh.
Talk
See
about
what I'm saying? The rope that you're holding onto that goes around the bull.
talk
You can
about
get your spur caught in that.
karmatic vengeance.
Yeah. This is the best Dickies commercial ever, bro. I love this.
Nice
I would
one,
buy
Richard.
Dickies if I saw this. I'm like, what? These guys are crazy.
This is where they get their leather for their shoe soles.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
This
dancing with that
is the part for
motherfucker.
me. That's the part for me right there.
Oh,
I would
he's
Yeah,
so
his
lucky.
hand is
pull my
stuck.
hand out of that
Oh,
glove.
no.
What does that
I
do
would
to your
learn to
fucking
pull my
wrist,
hand
man?
out of that
I know,
glove.
I was thinking the same
That glove is
thing.
stuck. Okay, that glove is
Fuck.
stuck.
Obviously, you're gonna go wherever that damn thing takes you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like in martial arts when you're bending people in ways they're not
Oh,
supposed to be bent. You're gonna go where you take them.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
And just how much power those
Oh,
bulls
he got-
have,
Oh,
he got hurt.
dude. My mother
Yeah.
grew up on a farm,
bro.
and they had a bull, and some drunk dude wandered into his pen.
We had broncs
Oh,
like
one night.
this. On the
And-
farm.
Yeah,
They
it
would
was
That
chase
shit
us
makes
through
me
the
nervous
ass
just
was
watching
flattened.
it. I'm like,
We used to be on the
Whoa.
3-wheelers trying to outrun the bulls because we had to get from one. I'm not lying, dude. We'd be
Man. That's crazy. I stepped on a Lego yesterday and my soul came out, but I can't imagine the pain of this, bro.
Oh,
That's a
seriously?
good ride right there until he had to
Oh,
get off.
Legos? Those are worse than Ninja Caltrops, dude.
Yeah, I know, right? You know how to
And it was
trap
one of the
somebody?
big
Just throw
ones.
Legos over the
Ow.
floor and take
It was
their
one of the
shoes
bigger
away.
ones, so it wasn't that bad as the smaller ones.
See, that dude's riding the bull, right? He's riding
There
the
you
bull.
go.
The bull turned one way, the bull turned back the other way. Now he couldn't get off. He couldn't get his hand out. He was like, used his other hand to get his
Yeah,
hand
but
out.
compared to
Like,
some of
you
those
know?
other bulls, these bulls look like they're on Ambien.
Yeah.
Ouch. Oh, that dude took one.
Damn.
Oh,
Oh,
little
man.
bull still fuck you up. That's the thing. I'll still hurt you.
That's
Well,
crazy.
the thing they told my son, they said, we're not going to put you on one of the mean ones, but, it's like it was his first time. And I'm like, what bull ain't mean when there's somebody on its back?
I'd be mean.
What bull ain't mean? They're all mean. They all get mad and want
Yeah,
you
but
off.
there's got to
You
be, there's always supposedly that one bull.
Yeah.
That's like he doesn't just want to get rid of you, get you off his back. Like it's personal. He wants to
off
like
his
And
black
so
back.
skewer
huh?
you.
But which one ain't that one? That's what I'm saying. How do you know what the bull's thinking that day?
Don't they?
Well, I
You
don't
Uh,
think they get
got his- hold up.
reputations,
You got
right?
his
Don't they
balls
piss them
tied
off,
up.
though?
yeah, yeah. They punch him in the testicles or something.
No way. That's what they
Yeah.
do.
It's not-
Or they have
ropes,
this
like,
strap
tied around
and
their
they-
Those
nuts or
ropes
something.
on
Yeah.
the back are around his balls.
You got
Yeah,
his
and then
balls
they pull
tied up.
it.
You're
Oh,
driving
Yeah,
spurs
that's why
that.
he's
into
freaking
him.
the fuck out.
That's fucked
You're
up.
driving spurs
Yeah,
into
that's-
him. What
that's
bull
really
ain't
fucked
pissed off right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't care if it's how old it is or.
And they fed that bull good, so the bull's all confused. It's like, man, I got this good food. Oh wait, what's this rope? Why is it around my nuts? Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh fucking spurs!
Kill
Oh
these
fuck you, you
motherfuckers.
asshole! You
That's
know?
why I'm usually rooting for the
Yeah.
bull.
So I was
Yeah,
like,
no,
I'm
me
gonna push
too.
this.
Me
This
too.
guy's
I'm not
like, I
gonna
just want
lie.
to fuck. This guy just wants to fuck a couple cows. You got
You know,
fucking ropes around his nuts, and what the fuck
I
are we
know,
doing here,
I
dude?
know. Leave his ass alone.
Just so we can sell Bud Light.
Right.
I love it.
Well, it's Americana. It's part of our culture. I
love
don't know.
it.
Did like the Spanish vaqueros do stuff like this?
Oh, they do bullfighting, no?
Bullfighting.
bullfighting.
They
Yeah.
want to
Yeah,
just go out there
bullfighting.
and stab the thing.
That's even worse.
Oh,
That's worse.
yeah.
than-
That is the
I
worst.
can't get
That is the
behind all
worst.
that, dude.
Well, up north in Norway and all that place, like Hallstatt and all, they used to do the horse fighting. Like the horses would beat the living shit out of each other.
Oh,
They would
the
bite
hell?
each other.
Oh yeah, I've seen. Yeah, no, dude, I
Yeah.
can't
And,
get behind
just,
that either.
bear baiting. They're still doing. They're still doing that in parts of the world. Really fucked up shit.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
crazy.
but yeah,
Honestly,
horrible.
it's way too fucked up. Like I can't. They have
No, I can't. No, neither can I.
My
I can
neighbor
deal-
who's a cop. My neighbor who's a cop used to grow up doing cockfighting. Because
Yeah,
there's
they-
big
They
Mexican
do that around
people out
here
here.
too. Yeah.
So in the 70s and 80s, they would do pit bull fighting, cockfighting. They would do everything.
College.
That's some dark
Arizona
shit,
was
man.
bad
Those
for
cultures are
dogfighting.
Yeah.
Now you get major.
Now on
like, you
a
get
lighter
tanks,
note-
you get
6 gun
guerrilla
gorilla.
fighting. No.
Cemetery without crosses.
What's up, Zay? You can come in if you want, dude.
Is this a
Links
new
in the,
one?
Was that Phil? What up,
Yeah,
Phil?
Phil.
Hop in here, bro. Bruh.
So Brian's got a Brian launched earlier though. Like he never launched. When did you launch? You launched like 2 months
Oh, this was
ago?
a while
Something
back
like that?
because
Yeah.
this was
Yeah.
this was.
Oh,
the
you're in
first-
demand. Yeah.
Yeah, because I knew that this was going to be a marathon rather than a sprint.
Yeah.
Because this is the first time I've actually done Indiegogo the way that Indiegogo is supposed to be done, which is to say, I didn't have the book finished before I launched, right? You get the book has been in production. Preston's drawn the shit out of it. Ollie is doing a beautiful from 656 is doing an amazing job coloring it. We've got. I wasn't going to do a trade paperback for this one because it confused a lot of people last time. Like, wait a second, why is one book $35 and the other one's $15? I'd have to explain, because one of them is 6 comics. But people have been on my ass about doing the trade paperback. And I figured, you know what? If I'm going to do a trade paperback, might as well throw a new campaign exclusive cover on here, and that's by Vindog, the Fulfillment King, Vinny Tartamella.
Here's
And he's
this
ahead.
is Brian's an oldie type of guy. He's
I'm
experienced.
old school.
Yeah.
He
Brian was
so-
doing comics when I was walking around WonderCon. We
here,
talked
check
about
it
that
out.
yesterday.
I
Or
want
the
you
other
to-
day, I bought his print like when I was walking around asking questions like a noob.
Oh, dude,
So,
Oh, really?
that made my heart sing, brother.
yeah, let me try to bring it out again.
That,
But Brian's somebody who you want to take advice from because he has so much experience under his belt, and he's selling a Western guerrilla comic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
Hold on,
way
let me
back
get
in
you
the
on full
day.
screen.
beautiful.
Where we at?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you
Is that
go.
signed and numbered? It should be signed and numbered.
I never take.
Oh,
them out,
you bought that?
honestly.
You bought
Yeah,
that from a
then-
con?
Yeah.
Yep, there's a
Oh,
cover
yeah,
of
dope, man.
issue 2.
nice.
Oh, hey, Preston, man, you doing cons down here? You should come to the Atlanta on Sunday.
They're canceling cons again.
Are they?
Yeah,
I'm
they
going
had,
to- I'm
they
going
had
to
2
Grand
shows
Rapids
that
on
were
Sunday.
they had 2
Dan's
shows
gonna
that
be
were
at
supposed to
Atlanta
happen
on
last
Sunday.
weekend. They canceled them because
I'm
of
I'm going to
the
Grand
new-
Rapids on Sunday.
The new
What kind of a con is Grand Rapids? Is that like what size would you say that is? Like small, medium?
I would say medium on the small side.
Medium.
That's cool. Those are my favorites, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it. I went 2 years ago. It was great. I got to hang out with Mike Zeck for like 20 minutes. Wasn't nobody near him, dude.
Nice.
Mm.
I was sitting there getting everything signed. I had the Chuck Norris book. I had all the Secret War shit. I had it all. I was like, boom, 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 boom. Sign all these shit for me. It was,
I remember seeing him at a creation convention in the 80s, and this is back when the artists would have their backs to you. So you
Right.
could
What?
look over their shoulder and watch
watch
them
the art. Yeah.
What the?
Oh,
That's
okay.
create
crazy.
live art. And they don't do that anymore. And like, I was watching him like drawing like the Punisher, because he was the guy, most people don't know this, he was the guy that made the Punisher a mainstream character. The
Mm.
Punisher was like a D-lister, right?
Chuck
Never
Norris?
had his own book or anything like that. And Mike Zeck just became obsessed with him and started drawing all these amazing
Well, the-
posters and shit.
God
The
bless
OG
him.
shit
God
really
bless
wasn't
him.
that good.
Yeah.
I thought Mike Zeck was good with Secret Wars, but with Punisher, he from what he said, Secret Wars, he had to get like 2 or 3 pages done a day, and that's
Yeah.
why it was so
Preston.
bare bones.
It was a little disappointing.
Oh, nice.
It was a little disappointing when it finally came out.
Well, no,
But-
but with Punisher, he had time to work on it. Like they wasn't pushing him to go ahead and get a bunch of pages done.
Chuck
Mm.
Norris.
Norris Karate Commandos. I actually may
Fucking
have
dope.
one of those figures.
Jay, you didn't order like Rockabilly
That's
Road.
cool.
I thought you ordered Rockabilly Road Trip.
Oh,
Who
that's
didn't?
beautiful.
J Money.
Yeah.
J Money.
So
the hell,
I got
man?
the 9
Traitor?
Devils. I made a total error. When I ordered 9 Devils, I was like, I'll order the $40 tier. But the $40 tier I got was fucking books. Was fucking Rockabilly Road Trip and whatever
Devils?
the other one was with the chick in the green shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and I should
didn't get
also
any
mention.
9-0.
Yo, what's up, Maiden?
What up, Maiden? Good to see you.
Brian's
I should
gonna
also
pull out his
mention
box of tricks over here. Is what he's doing.
this is just like the loose shit right here. But let me see if I got one of the Chuck Norris Karate Commando figures. Ooh, this is cool.
I remember the cartoon. Didn't they have a cartoon with that?
Yep. Ah, there he is. There's one of them.
Yeah, I remember that. That's from back in the day. That's
nice.
Let me see. What is he? Because
Squeeze his legs and he pops.
I don't know. I'm squeezing his
Yeah,
legs and nothing's happened. There's nothing on his back. I think he'll maybe wind up one of his arms and it goes. I'm not sure.
So
But
here's the deal. I want to
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the stage, everybody. Calm
Please.
down for 1 second. Okay, so what I'm thinking about doing is next month I'm going to be doing the Indie Comics Trade Show, right? Where we come on and it'll be kind of a swap meet where we have all these books that we want to swap for other books. And to keep things honest, like, say if Jay wants to swap with Pops or something like that, you guys pull out the books you want to swap, you go ahead, and you see where I'm going? Or Pops will take out a book and he's like, I want to swap this book out, and then everybody offers him something in return for it. And if he's like, well, Jay, I like that book, I'll take it, You guys mail the books to me and I'll mail them out to whoever gets them. You know what I'm saying? That way it's honest and you're not just mailing it out blind. What do you think?
I got a book.
Well, I think
that's a great idea.
Well, I think we all know each other enough by now to just send each other shit.
But say if something happens and Pops' book gets lost in the mail or something like that, at least you're not out of a book. You see where I'm going? Or
I got another one.
If Pops passes away because he was really old and he doesn't get your book out to you.
Shame on you, Preston. Shame on you.
First appearance of Tim Drake in the Robin outfit. I got a whole bunch of them. Who wants one? Who wants one?
Who wants a Make the Merciless?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because I got a bunch of that.
Forearms.
Yeah.
The rest is plastic, but the forearms are die-cast metal.
So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like thinking it might be a cool idea. That way, it's not an auction show or anything like that. It's kind of like you just trade books.
Yeah, I think if we just trade them and insurance them, because they're about to be the same value, I would imagine, if it does get lost, because all you're going to have to do is waste money and ship it out yourself.
But here's the deal. Like, there may be people that come in to want to trade that we don't really know that well. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
But they want to swap. You know what I'm saying? So it's fine if they do, but they have to mail the book off and it comes to me, and then I'll send it off to whoever it goes out to.
So you're talking about like an intermediary, like
exactly,
one person. Yeah,
like
that's a good
middle
idea.
party. That way, nobody's getting screwed. That way, Jay's not like, well, if I mail this book out, is he gonna mail his book out? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Something like that. So,
right.
I think next month I'm going to try that. Maybe we'll do it maybe once a month, twice a month, or something like that to go ahead and get the ball rolling and see what happens.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's doing that either. I think it might be something cool. Yeah.
What about if you was to do that as the kickoff show the Friday night before CromCon every month?
What is CromCon?
What the
hell is that?
Nah, man. I've been doing it the last weekend of every month, right? For 16 months, 17 months now. You know?
Man.
I've had different kickoff shows on Friday night, but not one that's ever stuck yet. I'd really like to have a Friday night show that I could count on every month, the night before CromCon, to kick it off. And what better than a Preston Acevedo show?
Well, Fridays, man. It's so many people stream on Fridays.
Yeah, that's true too. Like Fridays,
Preston take that shit over though if we do it right.
We'd probably have to do it on a weekend just to go ahead and.
I mean, last month I had Sametti and Don Chin and Randy Zimmerman and Frank Forte all out for the Friday night show, and we had great viewing. We had great viewership. You get Sametti, you get these guys out here, you're gonna have a good. People are gonna watch. Preston's one of those guys. People are watching him if he comes out.
Yeah, but I got a lot of shit to do.
Yeah, you do.
You got some 6-gun gorilla to draw, baby.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to start getting into
I'm just giving you a date once a month to do it on. That's all. You know.
What's that? What's that, Brian?
Snarf.
Oh man.
Brian and his toy box. You was about to say something? You're about to start.
Oh yeah, I'm going to start streaming myself soon. That's the reason for the dope ass background.
Yeah.
And one of the first streams I'm going to do, Richard is going to be one of my guests. We're going to have a big roundtable discussion about westerns and western comics by all of the creators of western comics.
Are you
That was a great idea.
Are you going to switch subjects like every show? Like
yeah,
horror,
I'm going to do one about monsters.
Is that going to be
right?
a
Everybody who has a monster book can come on and we'll talk monsters. I mean, it's not like I'm not saying it's not going to be like partly a show stream. Everybody's going to be able to show their books and we're going to, show everybody's campaigns and everything. But mainly I want to like get people together to have like a real like coordinated discussion so we can get deep into this shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think that's cool. Like when I tried to do it with like
is that going to be weekly or
I don't know. I'm not. I have zero plans in terms of schedule or anything like that. Probably
you should do my kickoff show every month since Preston don't want to. So.
Well, we tried to do the conspiracy show. That went off the rails.
You said Friday pops. When do you start the CromCon?
CromCon is the last weekend of every month.
No, but when on Friday, or do you start it on Saturday?
I start CromCon itself on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
At noon. And it goes all weekend. I'm out here all weekend. I have 50, 60 different creatives that come out. Everybody gets a half hour. We go one after another, and we end the day with a panel. Each day ends with a panel.
Pops busts his ass for this community, man.
Yeah.
Just the scheduling for these things is, it's work, man. Everybody thinks that the 24 hours I spend in the chair that weekend is the work. That's the fun part after the work. I bust my ass promoting it, scheduling it, getting people to come out and be interested in it. Promo cards, event posts, going out on other people's shows and talking about it, whatever I got to do.
Hell yeah, man.
It's like the actual con is the fun part. I get to actually come out and talk to everybody and have a good time.
I forgot free comic book days this coming. What is it? Is it this Saturday? Holy shit!
Yeah, I think it's this Saturday. Is that going to get canceled though?
I don't know.
The cons are getting canceled.
Yeah, they're canceling cons like crazy. But it's. I think right now it's voluntary. Like they're just. I think they're just being pressured to cancel or not being told to cancel. Yeah, and they're
Hollywood's
complying.
Pulling everybody anyway. There's a lot of stars that aren't going to them after they've already committed, and then after they committed, that I'm not going because of COVID, and leaving the show organizers with holes in their schedule and holes in their show.
Man.
Well, sucks for the ones that actually have somebody that wants to come, but then they don't because they're Frank Miller.
Yeah.
Dude, what about that? Let's talk about that. You want to talk about that? We can.
Yeah, man, it's bullshit. That's what that is. At this point,
that's crazy.
That's fucking bullshit. Is what that is.
Yeah,
and these people that cause all these ruckuses, they're not fans. They're not part of the. They're not part of the scene. Do you know what I'm saying? They're Johnny Come Latelys.
They don't buy the books.
Yeah, no, they don't buy the comics. It's like
community bought the comics. That Batman 442 would have blown up today. It would have blown up the other day when they announced Tim was by. If those people bought the books, that book would be worth more money today than it was last week. It's not, because the people that actually buy the books don't give shit.
No. It's and the reason why they do shit like this in the first place, it's all about getting the mainstream media to talk about them.
Yep.
Right? So it's like when people tune into NPR, they hear Robin is gay. Oh, isn't that nice? They don't go and then buy the freaking comics.
Nope.
Oh shit.
It's PR is what it is. They're PR moves, and all the comic books are now. Mainstream comic books is that they're public relations devices for the movies.
And I will be walking the floor at Grand Rapids Comic-Con with a stack of those. And anybody that wants one, you just walk up to me and tell me you want a Tim Drake. I'll give you one. I'll give you one. I don't want this shit no more.
It's pathetic. It's pathetic. And it's just like, okay,
you're muted.
You wanna...
Yeah, I know. My bad. I was saying, come down here, give me one of the Robin Hoods.
Anybody want a Howard the Duck candy dispenser?
Holy shit! I watched the first episode of What If of Marvel, and it is awful.
It looks
Have you
like
seen
hot
it?
garbage.
The animation's terrible, right?
I had to watch it because I wanted
Ugly,
to
ugly,
see
ugly.
if they're going to do every episode as a race swap or a gender swap. It's going to be horrible.
Yeah, like the first 4 or 5 episodes set up the team, and the last 4 is.
What's the animation like? Everything I'm looking at looks terrible.
Ugly.
Well,
It
she
looks-
like
is
computer
OP
animation.
as hell. The first episode was Captain America Part 1 in 26 minutes. Like it was literally that first movie in 26 movie, and like it starts off with the man who's in the military uniform judging the woman, and the whole episode.
Me,
he's
I want
calling
no
her-
woman.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad.
It's bad.
I didn't see it. And usually when it comes to like What If, usually I'm on top of that shit. The old What If stuff.
Oh, they were
the
awesome.
Classic stuff. Yeah.
I'm hoping the other episodes are good,
But
but
I'm
this
not.
one was awful. It's like so it's like really action-packed PG-13, but the dialogue and the interaction between each other is like TVY.
Yeah.
It's
Like cringy, huh?
Bro, it's so fucking
Well,
cringe.
those old What If books didn't have any cursing in it. They were awesome, dude. Like Conan versus Wolverine, Conan versus Thor.
Wolverine
shit like
versus.
that.
What if Wolverine killed the Hulk? Remember, he
Yeah,
stabs
yeah,
him in the throat.
yeah.
He's like, I thought that might be a soft spot.
Yeah.
It's like, if they're, that's what I'm saying. If they're just going to race and gender swap every episode, it's going to be pathetic.
Well, that's
They're
all they're
setting up
doing.
the team. They're setting up the multi-dimensional team because apparently these will be live-action characters that come into canon when the what's that team called? The
Multiverse
multi-dimensional,
Madness?
the extra.
Oh, Exiles. Is that the
Exiles. So they're
Yeah.
this is the Exile team they're setting up,
Oh, God.
and I think that's how we're going to get Captain Britain and all of those Alpha Flight.
Just
and all
so
that.
just
No
so that
Union
everybody
Jack?
knows. Yeah, dude, you gotta have Union Jack. When I
Union
seen
Jack's
that
the shit, man.
Yeah,
when I
they're
seen
gonna
that
do that.
uniform, I was like, that's Union Jack's uniform.
Union
They're-
Jack,
that's
and
why
they
Baron
wouldn't
Blood.
call her Captain Britain. They wouldn't.
That's
They
why they
call her
call it-
Captain Carter.
Captain Carter because they're going to bring in Captain Britain. So it's going to happen.
It's like they wouldn't call her. Captain
Yeah, but are they gonna do the
Britain.
female Captain Britain or are they gonna do the male Captain Britain? Are they
I
going
bet
with
you.
the classic?
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
question.
Look, I'm gonna
Because-
throw a.
You're going to throw up.
Psylocke
Yeah,
became
I'm gonna throw
Captain
up
Britain,
with what I'm
right?
about to say. Yes, a prediction for you gentlemen. I'm gonna throw this out there.
Oh, that's a
Um,
good one. Yeah, I
please.
remember that. one.
Dynamic duo. Okay, dynamic duo. Forever the joke has been they're gay, right? Forever that's been the joke. Batman's got his little boy toy. I mean, it's always been the joke. Now suddenly Robin's gay. Guess who's next, y'all? Guess who's next? The guy who
Superman.
won't eat pussy. Guess who's next?
Oh, Batman? No. He's gonna still
Batman.
be straight, but he's gonna get pegged.
See when he shook
He's
his
gonna
head
get
when he
pegged
said,
by,
"What you pussy?"
Bet me. Batman's next.
I
That's
don't,
just
I don't, I don't know. Well, I'm not going to say they won't go that far.
I don't read DC. I do not
But yeah,
read
he's-
DC.
He's right. Like they had a
Anything.
comic called "What If Conan Was in the Present Day." That was a What If book.
That
And
was great.
one- yeah,
That
that
was
was
a great book.
badass. Yeah,
Yeah, I
they should
got a
keep it
couple what ifs.
exactly.
And
They should keep it exactly like it was back in the day too, with the dialogue. Like, yeah, baby, and
But
What-
that's
can
for a
dig
different
that.
audience, dude.
yeah,
That's
I
for a
think they
different
should have
audience.
did Marvel Spotlights instead of Eternals and just like introduced it that way. You could have done so
Oh
much.
man, like a
more.
Mm.
like
You
a
could've-
anthology.
Could you
Yeah.
imagine? Because you could have introduced Rogue into the Fantastic Four that way.
Ghost Rider,
yeah,
the
and
Son of
Ghost-
Satan, all that kind of shit.
It should
dude.
just be Marvel Spotlight. That's what they should.
Moon Knight
That'd be
was in
great.
Marvel Spotlight.
Yeah,
too.
I got it.
They did. They had.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
you
them
got
first.
those.
Huh?
Yeah, they had a ton of those. That were badass. Like Marvel Presents and Marvel Spotlight was just
That
Marvel
whole
introducing new
first-
characters.
The whole first series was excellent. because I've read a bunch of them, but I cheated online and read the rest. And
A
it's
Journey
good
into
whole way
Fear.
through.
Journey into Fear would have been
Yeah.
cool. We'll go ahead and do
The
something
original
like that,
Thor,
dude.
yes, man.
Yeah. No, that's Journey into Mystery.
Oh, mystery.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Journey into Fear
Fear.
was the introduction of Morbius. Well, not the
Yep.
introduction, but it was the first time Morbius had his own title for like 6 issues.
they should
or
do
something
that
like
on Sony then. Instead of the Sinister Six, they should do Journey into Fear.
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever
Journey
happened
into
to that
Fear was
Sinister
awesome.
Six movie? I mean, not that I was looking forward to it.
Well,
or
that's what
anything.
that's what they. What's her face? Who runs Sony? The chick,
Oh,
Alex
yeah, I know who
DeCampi.
you're talking about.
Alex
No,
DeCampi. No,
was it
what
Alex?
the fuck?
No, it's
Anyway,
the chick
she
who-
said they're. That's why they're doing the characters like they are. Is because they're trying to do the Sinister Six.
I don't
I
know.
think
I'm
it's
not
gonna
interested
fail.
in the Sinister Six. Like, I was never a big Sinister Six.
I'm not
You're gonna have
interested-
like Morbius and all that.
Yeah.
Honestly,
They should do the Midnight Suns.
well, what they should do is they should do the Marvel monsters, but they should do them in small movies, like $20 million budgets. The Shang-Chi movie, seriously, they could not have gone more wrong. It should have been like a $20 million budget, get Tony Jaa, Iko Uwais, like some of these like incredible martial arts cats, Donnie Yen, put those dudes in there. Get the stunt crews from Indonesia and from Thailand. Make a balls out martial arts movie, the kind of which regular people have never seen. It would have blown their minds.
You know what?
It would have blown up the box office, and it would have been like with a $20 million budget.
Here's what
Nothing
I
but
think
money.
they should have did. Listen to me. They should have taken Ninja Assassin, bought the rights to it, and renamed it Shang-Chi.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm.
There you
Well,
go.
I mean, Shang-Chi's going to be awful, and then your Blade is going to be PG-13, and you got that,
Come on, dude.
you got that
I don't
black
even
dude
know
with the
about
hard
Blade.
name.
I don't follow any of this shit anymore. Just
It's
so
gonna
you
be
know.
awful.
Like, I don't
Yeah,
follow
I've
any
I've
of it.
ceased to
fucking
give a
awful.
shit
I'm so out of the loop.
for a long time. We all know there's only one Blade. Oh, wait,
I only
this-
pay attention
shades
to
are
the point
off.
where what I have as far as the books I have and whether or not they're going up or down in value. That's the only mainstream. That's the only amount of mainstream I'm paying attention to. Every time they do something stupid, I cringe because books I own are dropping in value as they destroy these characters.
Have
Have
you
guys
found
heard
that to be
about
the
the?
case?
Have you guys heard about HBO's Faust animated series?
Oh, I heard a little bit about it, but not much. What are the details?
What is it now?
Faust. Tim Eagle's
Faust.
Faust.
No, I haven't heard about it.
That was
You
like
know,
And I
that
wanted
was
to
Tim
name a
Vigil's
character, and I
joint.
booked that.
You know who Faust
Yeah.
is, though, right? Like the character Faust from.
Goethe.
Let me pull up the cover. But dude, I was so jacked about that. Like I texted Tim. I was like, Tim. I was like, come on, bro. Let me do some Faust stuff. He never
Right,
caught
right.
that.
Oh yeah, the OG stuff. I don't remember this, but I think I seen pictures in the back.
Can't
of a
show
book.
too much Faust because Faust is very adult.
Very adult.
Very,
Very,
very
adult. Yeah. It's like a it's like a soft core, you would say.
Oh,
I
suck
wouldn't
my
say
ass,
softcore.
dude. That shit is hardcore as fuck.
Yeah, it
yeah,
is
it's
kind of the
hardcore.
gore.
They did have a movie though. The movie wasn't that bad. Like Tim.
No,
and
the
them
movie was
hated
actually
the
kind of
movie.
fun
Yeah.
for a Brian Yuzna movie. Let's see.
pretty
I
dope.
don't
I
know,
haven't-
dude. Like here, check it out. Like Nova Blast says that he thought the movie was kind of lame, but I gotta tell you, like for the day,
what it
like when they
was.
made that movie, I didn't think it was that bad. And the costume
not.
was pretty good.
It's not.
I
It's
forget
okay.
what
It's
was it
okay.
on.
It's was produced by Brian Yuzna, the guy who produced the Reanimator sequels and Return of the Living Dead Part 3. Actually directed Return of the Living Dead Part 3, which is an amazing movie.
I remember these stills, but I never watched this shit.
Dude, the movie it's on YouTube. We'll do a movie night. And we'll watch it.
Right.
But
And Tubi is another thing too, where we could do movie nights because
Yeah.
that's something everybody has access to. You don't need to subscribe to it.
yeah, dude. Like Faust was, I like the book is awesome too. Like, but the book is
The
super
interiors
dirty,
are so
dude.
much better than the cover.
It is. You're right, actually, because
Yeah, like,
he had somebody paint the cover for him, and
Right.
I didn't like it. But back then, you got to realize like airbrush was like the newest thing to go ahead and throw on a comic book cover.
Right.
So everybody was like, I want an airbrush cover. And they never had very good airbrush covers back then. Like this is airbrush over Tim's inks. And I just don't dig it. I think it sucks. I think he would have done better by just doing something like this.
Some other colorists,
yeah, but those books have skyrocketed because of the announcement that HBO bought the rights to do Faust. You know? And but here's the deal. Like I remember in an interview, Tim saying that he did like the last two issues of Faust, like 14 and 15, they printed 25,000 issues. They sold them, and this is right when the comic crash hit, right?
Right.
So they sold those, and then they went back and printed another 25,000 to go ahead and sell. But the crash hit, and everybody was returning like the 25,000 they already printed. So he was like, well, I was sleeping on top of all of these books, you know? So now those books are considered super, super rare.
Oh, wow.
So, but I know Tim has them. So I contacted Tim. I was like, Tim, let me buy Faust 14 and 15 from you. He goes, well, I don't. Yeah, and he goes, well, I don't have many. He goes, but I'll give them to you for $40 a piece. I was like, awesome. And
you said 14 and 15?
Yeah. And
what's up with 14 and 15?
They're super, super rare.
Okay,
supposedly, because Tim only released 25,000. He's got another 25,000 that he's sleeping on, right? So, I was like, okay, sweet. So I guess because I was too quick to say, okay, sweet. He cut off all contact with me. Like he wouldn't contact me back about the books. So I had to buy them from a different source. But yeah, there's like right now those books are going for $100 or more each.
Damn.
More than the first issue. Yeah.
Oh wow! I got the entire run of that.
Me too. I got it too. But I noticed like a couple of the issues I got are second print. Yeah.
Who joined us? Who's that?
This is Passion for Drawing.
Oh,
hey, what's up, dude?
What's up, Brian?
Welcome, welcome.
Faust is awesome, dude. Like that series is right up there with The Crow. I'm telling you, it's really, really good. Like,
well,
David Quinn
it's more childish. There's something very juvenile, I think, about Vigil's Faust, but that's kind of the charm. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I thought it was pretty. It's like they're dealing with a cracked mind, and the way David Quinn like wrote it, I thought it came out pretty good. Like as far as like,
it's just Batman and Wolverine with dicks.
Pretty much. But I think
it's kind of my impression of it, but I also haven't read it like for a long time, so I might be talking out my ass.
I've been rereading it like recently, and I think it's really like to me it comes off as kind of complex because the dude's got a cracked psyche, right?
Right.
And the villain uses his girlfriend as a conduit to like siphon evil. Like she's the one who sacrifices everybody. Like she has sex with him and she rips him apart with her knife. You know?
Right.
And it's just, but yeah, dude, like it's a killer series, and like it doesn't deal with like where Crow is like super, I don't know, sad, I guess you would say.
Yeah,
you know?
Right.
Absolutely.
More. Hey, get rid of Nova Blast. We can't see the sexy country.
Oh yeah.
Brooding German opera.
Oh hey.
Oh, wait, yeah, but Faust isn't like that. Faust is more.
The only one in camera.
Faust is
a little more playful.
Like, it's playful, but it's also cracked. Like it's like it's like just I don't know. Like it's a madman. You know, like the psychiatrist is crazier than the guy that she's fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she's fucking somebody that she knows is insane.
I also think that book was highly inspirational in a lot of other artists because he was doing stuff like Jim Lee stuff and all this other stuff.
He was, dude. The artwork
way before I think.
Crazy, dude.
Personally, I think also Spawn was inspired by it quite a bit.
Yeah,
definitely.
There's some stuff in there that's like, oh, this. Because I was reading it and then I read Spawn because I bought these books. He did a book before this called Grips, which is like a blatant.
I know, I got that. I got Grips too.
I
Look at the artwork on
too.
this stuff. That is fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah,
that is beautiful.
You can remember this was the 1980s.
Yeah,
this was
this is not the 90s.
Some of it was, but he started this in the 80s. Grips was definitely the 80s.
Yeah,
and then he got into this.
Grips was his first foray into comics. Like that's the first book he ever did.
Yeah,
He got
Grips was
hired
it.
like on the spot.
Yeah. And I had those. I met him in the 80s. And
You know, people.
Grips and Foss. He's like, should you be reading this? Because I was a little younger.
Yeah.
Should you be reading
Yeah,
this?
no, I know, right?
But kids are going to go crazy over stuff like that. You know
people
what I'm
go
saying?
ape shit over Neil Adams and they go ape shit over all these guys, but Tim Vigil doesn't get the credit that I think he deserves. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this cover, dude. And you know what? This is he does have some bad covers, but you talking about an indie book that doesn't have an editor. You know, like they're self-editing on this book.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, not every cover is going to be a winner.
Yeah, passion. Passion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a different time, but you look at the artwork in there. Like, I know you can't show a lot of it here on stream, but it was way ahead of its time. And you look at the years it wasn't made, and I still like. He's one of my favorite. He's top 5 for me. Probably.
Oh, definitely. You know, one
day.
thing that I have to say about, like, for the most part, a lot of that artwork was it wasn't going to stand like last. You know, I'm not talking about the style. I'm talking about the paper, because back then they had a type of paper where you use chemicals to unlock like halftones, right? Instead of cutting and pasting halftones.
Right.
And from what I understand, like the chemicals you use actually ate the paper. You know, yeah, after years, like the paper, the artwork would disintegrate. You know, and yeah, well, but that was the newest thing. That was the best technology they had at the time. Like here,
Right.
You know, this isn't from the series. Is it? That's from issue. Oh, this is from issue 15.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
is.
Watch out. That page is good.
Dick's in it.
Well, probably, yeah. Like, you should always assume
you can barely
there's a
see the
dick or a
titty.
boob in every one of his panels.
I don't remember there being any like full frontal male nudity in that.
Yeah,
book.
man. There's dicks and
there
everything. There's everything.
Oh yeah, there is.
If
Like, there's everything.
well, like I think
There's,
Tim
like,
actually
snake
cut
dicks.
loose in AO. Did anybody read AO?
Like, I mean, there's like monsters coming out of like or other monsters like vagina.
I know, right? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the sick. Like Tim has a fucked up imagination. I don't know if it was
dude,
David
it's
Quinn
crazy.
that one that wrote that shit, or Tim's just like he just let Tim off the leash.
He loved them 80s movies, man. The horror films back then were crazy.
They were, dude, but
Monsters
Faust
gotta
was
come from
really good.
somewhere.
Yeah, it came out in 1987. So
Yeah,
Y'all know monsters got to come from somewhere, right?
I don't know who they cast for the chicken there, but she was spot on, dude. For the evil, like sexy, like, you know, serial killer chick.
Time of Dying. I've been working on actually I should probably show it here. I'm working on my next project, a coloring book. So, hold on, let me go grab it. I actually got the proof in today.
Nice.
Preston,
Yeah, but
was it on
I
this
really
stream
like
when y'all
Faust.
were talking about the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse and Bisley, or was that someone else's stream?
I have his Four Horsemen
Yeah,
comic
was it?
series.
Because I ordered the whole. Did somebody leave?
No, I just wait. No, Brian did.
Brian?
Oh, Brian back
Where'd
up.
Brian go? Here he is.
No,
Back
you
up.
ordered it. You ordered it from Heavy Metal.
No, on Amazon. I got the whole big ass trade paperback for $6.
Oh, get out of here!
Yeah, and I also got the Totally Twisted Tales trade paperback as well
Oh, sweet.
with Bisley and I gotta click it. But anyway, I got those both for $6 each. Kevin Eastman.
I ordered
Nice.
part 2 of ABC Warriors. You know that Bisley did. But what I want to get, I'm trying to get a copy of Monster Massacre. Yeah, the
Right.
I think who was it put out by? I think it was put
Monster
out by
Massacre?
April, or was it Atomica? Something like that. Yeah, Monster Massacre by Bisley. Like it was Bisley and Kevin O'Neill and a bunch of other artists. And
Oh man,
writers
that sounds
came in.
badass.
Yeah, dude, they had like this big ass fucking mandrill.
Oh yeah, boy.
It's crazy, dude. Let me see if I can pull it up. But yeah, they have a bunch of Bisley things I'm trying to get
That's
a hold
pretty
of.
dope.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me put you up here.
And that gloss.
that's badass, dude.
This is my next coloring book. The cover's by the great Alan Alonso.
Yeah.
It's my idea, my layout, but he did the cover. Nice shiny cover. It's a new
Beautiful.
it's a horror piece coloring book. So
Nice.
all kinds of
Dude, that's
evil
awesome.
things to do.
Yeah.
So we got
I would live my
this
dog.
Is that all your artwork in there?
yeah, all the artwork inside is mine. The cover is Alan Alonso because I didn't have time to I had the whole layout what I wanted. I was working on grave robbers. I just did not have time to do it. So he was nice enough to do it. So it's pretty cool. This is book one. There'll be a kid's book, a kids friendly book that you'll be able to get. It's cutesy, you know, monsters and stuff. It's cute. And then I'm working on the box. There's going to be a shipping box for it. So I'm working on that. Let me share my screen real quick.
Everybody go back, grave robbers.
Yeah.
Grave robbers.
So I'm sharing my screen right now if you want to share that.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Let me take you off full screen.
We're looking at you. You're so beautiful.
So this is the
Oh,
box
that's
so far.
awesome, dude.
What?
So
What?
That's awesome.
Are you serious?
the-
That's
Dude,
fucking
that
rad,
is badass.
dude.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Well, this is the bottom of it.
Metal.
This is the bottom of it. The top of it's going to have a hand on it all strapped to it. I can't show it right now because it's
Metal.
But
So is that the delivery box or like a box you're getting inside of the delivery box?
no, this is the delivery box because what's
Nice.
cool about it is if it does get a little beat up in the mail, it kind of goes with the patina, and it's going to be and
Dude, that's badass.
That is
this
awesome.
serious
Well,
shit.
that's
Look at
brilliant.
that.
Yeah, that is.
thanks. It'll be called the Colorum Immortis, which will be basically that's coloring the undead in Latin, and then. So you'll get this, and I plan
Hell
on
yeah.
you can just put it on your shelf. You can buy everything and put everything inside because I'll have tiers where you get this is for the deluxe sets, and you'll be able to buy this and you put it on your shelf. Eventually, with all my coloring books, they'll all look like books on a shelf, and they'll all have themes.
Your
the
style
shipping box.
fits really well with like a coloring book type of look.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how
it does.
that was my first project in CG was a coloring book. So,
Really?
This is Bisley's Monster Massacre. By the
Damn.
time.
I need to add that, man. God
And,
Boing.
They have more too. Let me see if I can. Dude, this thing.
Can you get that in trade paperback? I imagine.
They also have a glow in the dark
Hope.
cover where it's everything glows in the dark on the cover. You know, that's kind of what that is. But
Awesome.
It's the hardcover for $4, bruh.
Nobody beats the biz.
I got another
Nobody
one
beats
that
the
was put out
biz.
by Black Ball, and let me see if I can pull that up real quick, dude. Like
My wife's gonna wake up tomorrow and all this shit I order on Amazon.
Right?
Like I'm going to get an iPad tomorrow,
Nice.
and she's like, "Stop buying shit."
Don't tell me what to do, Ma.
Oh shit!
Well, I'm not a digital comics guy, but definitely if you're doing some traveling or something like that, it's cool being able to throw like 300 issues of like the Hulk or X-Men or something like that
Yeah.
on a tablet, take it with you
Right.
anywhere.
This is
do
the
that
other
digitally,
Monster
like-
Massacre right here. It's got
Ooh,
Bisley, Kevin
that's-
O'Neill, all those guys involved in it, dude. Like it's crazy.
nice. Yeah, early Biz, he really liked drawing mandrills, didn't he?
Did I don't know why. I mean, now I think Mantra's a badass. Like they just.
Oh yeah, well, because
They
they're
deserve to have
savage
their
looking
own
and they're
book.
colorful. Remember there was like a Daredevil villain, the Mandrill?
Did they?
Yeah, and the very first
Did he have a big shiny
episode.
butt?
No, of course not. But you know what I thought was hilarious? Remember the Avengers animated series they came out with? This was before the movie, right? And I think it was like 2 seasons or so, and it was awesome.
Mhm.
And it opened up with a breakout at the raft. Yeah, and the Mandrill comes out, and he does like the Rudy Ray Moore like kung fu thing from Dolomite, and I was just like, "You gotta be shitting me!" Like somebody there had a big old laugh over that.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
Why is this only $4 new?
what are you looking at?
Monster Massacre Volume 1. It has a
Yeah,
chick on her spreading her legs.
expensive. Whoa, wait a minute.
Massacre, get your English straight, J Dog.
Massacre. Whatever.
I thought it
Because
was
it's
Massacre.
not that great.
It's not Massacre.
Yeah, when you print
It's
a
on
whole bunch
Bisley,
of
it's
something,
cool,
you
but-
can sell it cheap like that.
I don't know. I just collect. I like collecting all that kind of shit. Like anything Bisley fucking puts his hands on.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Wait, is there a different kind? Like this one has Alan Moore and Ron Mars and all that. Is
No, that's not it.
that's not
the
it? All
one.
right. So what am I?
Oh wait, I know which one you're talking about. No, that's bullshit. That's garbage.
Okay, that's bullshit. I'm glad I didn't buy it then. All right,
Yeah,
good.
Ron Mars.
Yeah, that's why I was like, there's too
Dude,
many
I was-
artists on here that.
Speaking of that, I was highly disappointed with that Jim. Like, here's the thing: when I seen Jim Starlin's Dread Star on Kickstarter, I was like, I gotta back it. And I glanced through it, like the campaign. All I cared about that was getting Dreadstar, and it was going to be a brand new story. I completely missed that he did a Trump thing on there where he was sacrificing Trump or some shit.
Orange
like that.
Man bad. Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I was like, when I got it, and it's not like it was one small part of the story.
Yeah. Or like one panel. Like, okay,
No.
he had right, it's a little joke. Okay, whatever. He was like the villain.
It was the first quarter of the book. And I'm like, dude, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Bait and
then-
switch.
So I was like, okay, all right. You know, like you said, you know, if it was just a page or two, I would have been okay with it.
Yeah.
And then it was like 3 pages, 4 pages. I was like, all right, this is bullshit. I just didn't want any of that shit involved in my Dreadstar books. You know
No,
what
it
I'm
has
saying?
no
Like,
place in there.
Yeah, I could care less about any, even if it was Biden. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't want it. in
No,
my
it has
book,
nothing to do with
you know?
it. Keep
Yeah.
your, just keep. It's like really, it's like you're gonna put partisan politics in my like Jim Starlin like cosmic action comic.
Well, see what I'm saying. If you want to write a book about, Biden or Corn Pop or Trump or fucking whatever, do
Right.
that. But
Right.
don't do a book of and take one of our heroes and mesh them up in your.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
Antarctic
you know.
Press did a series of books on both. They did Trump in Outer Space. They also did like
I got
I
Trump
think they did a
Space book.
Biden book. They did an Obama book. They did all this kind of stuff
Yeah.
because they're like they played to both sides because they're like we're going to cash in either way. You know?
That's
So-
fine.
Yeah.
I mean, they were making books about that though. They weren't taking a Iron Man book and turning it into an anti-Biden book. You know, or
No,
whatever.
they weren't doing
You know what
that.
I'm saying? It's like, that's kind of what dude did with Dreadstar was turned it into a CNN.
That's what he did, and that kind of let me down with Jim Starlin because Jim Starlin's
The comics have been doing
It's
that for
always-
years. I mean, isn't there a book, Superman or
they've been
something
doing
with
commentary.
JFK and stuff? And
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm saying,
yeah, but I mean, that was
That's
not
not
different.
new.
about JFK. It's
Well-
not about Daredevil.
It's different
You see what
because
I'm
it's
saying?
different because like one of the things I loved about supervillain team up when I was a kid was opening up like the first page, like the big splash page on issue, I don't know, it must have been like 3 or 4. You see Dr. Doom hanging out with Henry Kissinger and Jimmy Carter. Right? And
Well,
I remember
okay.
as a kid that blew my mind. That was awesome because it was like this is like that was the
Evil
difference between the
country.
Marvel
Yeah.
universe and the DC universe was that the Marvel universe was kind of in our own world. You know, it was New York City, not Metropolis, et cetera, et cetera.
well, let's. I like that. I'm just playing contrarian here.
No, that's fine.
What about like Batman: The Dark Knight, where Ronald Reagan's in it? I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
he is a major character
Yes,
in
yes.
The Dark Knight. So
Yes.
it goes both ways. I'm sure if you were
You're right.
liberal at the time, you didn't particularly like Ronald Reagan in your Batman comic. You
Well,
know,
here's-
I
here's the
disagree
difference.
with
Yeah, but
they
that
were
part.
fucking
I
with
love
them.
The Dark Knight.
Well,
Yeah,
he's,
Yeah, it's a masterpiece.
People
It's a classic.
politics.
it wasn't.
People that put politics
I don't-
into
I don't know if they were really
Marvel actually
disparaging
is
Ronald
in
Reagan.
New
They were
York
just
City.
he was just playing a part of a president. Like that's how. A
No,
president
they were
would
fucking
react.
No,
Reagan.
You know
no,
what
this
I'm saying?
They were
Superman and
fucking
all that
Reagan.
storyline. That all.
And I didn't have a problem with it. I didn't have a
Richard,
problem.
what do you think?
Well, I mean, that depends on your
I
politics,
think,
now, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I think it's overused.
I mean-
though. I mean,
Yeah.
back when they did it, like with the
Well,
Dark Knight, it wasn't used that much, but now they're using
exactly.
it every
But
time.
DC
DC was the
just
one
bash
that
and
wasn't
bash.
supposed to be our universe. DC was
Yeah.
supposed to be separate. When they pulled Ronald Reagan into the Metropolis Gotham world, that didn't work for me.
Yeah.
Okay, Marvel's already New York City, San Francisco, Chicago. When they pull something in, even though we don't like it, at least it fits. Ronald
Right.
Reagan did not fit in the DC universe.
And the same thing with the Watchmen. I mean, he created a whole new universe, but Richard Nixon's in that book, and he's
Yeah.
a major player. in
Yeah,
that
but I mean
book,
that's
too.
Still
that's
president.
He even lies
That's
and
Richard
cheats to
Nixon.
get a third term in it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
I mean, so
Yeah, it's an alternate universe.
you know, and definitely Alan Moore. No one would say he's conservative by any stretch of
No.
imagination.
Yeah, but
He
Richard
was
Nixon
definitely
was actually
saying
he was actually a
something.
supervillain.
I'm a major lefty, right? A democratic socialist, member of the Green Party, et cetera, et cetera. I don't want to. I looked at what was in that Dreadstar comic, and I just cringed. I cringed.
It was bad,
You know?
dude. It was
That's
really,
what I'm
really
saying.
bad. Like it was blatant.
Like
it
I felt
wasn't
embarrassed for Jim Starlin.
It wasn't.
Like
it wasn't
that's-
commentary. It was blatant, flat out like bashing. You know what I'm saying?
It was watching CNN. It was like watching CNN. It was ridiculous.
It
I don't
was.
want to see
It was
that in my
pretty bad.
comics.
Yeah.
I don't want to see watching Fox in my comics either. Don't get me wrong.
No, you're right. Like I don't want any of that.
I mean, unless that's what the book is about, like Neo Tokyo, where they actually, are dissing on the media and showing how the media paints a story on one side of the page, and on the other side of the page they show the reality of what's really going on the street. It's actually a pretty good book, I mean, I was blown away by the way they set it up, but just like that. I mean, that's what the book's about. It's, it's not like they're putting it into something that's not that.
It's the crudely shoehorning stuff in that I always have a problem with.
Right.
And putting the cart before the horse. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like you look at like George Romero's zombie movies. Those are hella political, right? But first and foremost, they're kick-ass horror movies, right? Any political dimension, you can you might see it, you might not. We
were talking about putting like presidents and stuff that aren't liked. I mean, last time I checked, Nixon was not very well liked, and neither is Ronald Reagan, really. And that's my point is that the other side can do that in that aspect. Now it's how you do it. Now I will go back and say Frank Miller and Alan Moore did it in a interesting way. They didn't make the whole book about them and that they are the bad guys. They said they're just another character in the book, just like all the other superheroes are. And they did a very good job. Nowadays, they just thrust them in to get sales, to get
no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's just I want to be completely clear. I don't agree with it at all either.
In The Dark Knight, I thought it was executed.
It's been done before, but better.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't enhance the story.
For a sales pitch, for a talking point. Now they do it for, not because it's creatively upgrading their story. They're doing it for a click, for a like, for a.
They're doing it.
Non-shock value is so common now. So.
They're doing it to get you pissed off. They're not doing it because they're.
It's
not even
I don't
about
think that's
sales.
it. I don't think that's it either. I think it's a virtue signal.
Well,
it's not buying your book though.
Well, Nixon will not be in Devil from Talon Flats.
It's like this book, Devil in Talon Flats.
You're gonna have Woodrow
Devil
Wilson
from
or
Talon
someone
Flats.
Okay, that's it.
3:30 in the morning.
Don't you have a Biden character in the Devil from Talon Flats?
That's one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to go with
walking around in the desert.
That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do a Western, because Westerns are just good guys, bad guys, violence.
Yeah,
great. You know what I mean? It's just,
man.
That's what it is. There's no bait and switch. It's gonna end violently. There is a lot of blood. There's a lot of build up. You got heroic characters. You know who the bad guys are, and they don't have any political stances. It's just money. That's what it comes down to: money and land, and that's what the setup is.
And hotties. I see a hottie. They gotta have something to do with it.
Cool.
That would be our widow, I'm assuming.
I'd rather just you guys read it.
Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Who's the artist then?
Artist is Mark Savona, and then we have covers by Kane White and Preston. So
Savona's not a bad artist. I don't like the original cover he did. For, the Devil in Talon Flats, and
he said the same thing too when the other covers came out. He's like, I don't like that cover. Can I do another one? I was like, of course you can.
He's like, I fucked up.
Please do another.
Now,
but it's
everybody too, right? When you get funded, that you're giving up that Donald DeLay cover.
Yeah. When I get to not when I get funded, when I get to 15K. And
if you get to 15K,
that's a long way. So
another book with the Donald DeLay cover on it.
All physical orders are going to get another comic book added, and that's going to be the Donald DeLay cover.
Yeah.
So, but I already know this is going to be a grind. I know this is going to
It's
be
a
like a year
marathon.
campaign. That's why I put a flexible goal.
You got a backer since you've been watching. We know that.
Yeah,
Since
that's
you've been
great.
here.
You know, if I can get just
shit, you never had a fixed goal on this?
No, it's flexible.
Oh.
So I'm ready for the long run. It's a marathon. No retreat, no surrender.
No. You don't understand. Like a flexi goal, no matter if you hit your goal or not, you have to fulfill, but you don't get to go on demand.
You don't get to go on demand?
No. Not with a flexi goal. Not unless you pass your goal.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was the opposite.
Man.
No, dude.
I'd hit him up and cancel it quick then.
I had to hit up Indiegogo when I ran the first Doc Salem campaign was a flexi goal because I was like, I'm doing this no matter what. And then everybody I was teamed up with dropped out on me. They're like, we're not going to make goal. I'm not doing this. I was like, oh, fuck, dude. So then, and I was way below goal, right? Because I set the goal at like 10K. And then I was like, well, fuck all you, dude. I'm going to do it by myself. And I'm going to get the and I had to contact Indiegogo and have them cancel the campaign. Because you can't opt into in demand unless you hit your goal. You have to hit your goal first before you.
So that's why people are doing 500.
Yeah.
Well, that's also the game. The algorithm. So the algorithm, so the higher you beat and faster you beat that 500-year goal.
So 500 and fixed.
The goal, fixed.
Now Indiegogo was they were very helpful. They were like, yeah, it's no problem, just don't do it again. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I would suggest that too, because also customers, they see a flexible goal there.
They're gonna think they're gonna get their book anyway.
Yeah.
And you can't refund them. Like Indiegogo has to refund them. So
that's the thing with the flexible goal. It was I thought I would be able to go in on demand. That's why. Oh, so it's only when I reach flexible goal 500. Yeah,
you gotta get past your 8K. You gotta.
Did I say I've been up since 3:30 in the morning?
So hold up.
It's way past my bedtime, bro.
Hold up. So what do we do now? Do you go ahead and encourage him, advise him to go ahead and cancel now and start it over?
If here's the thing,
or do we all band together to try and push him to 8K? That's what I'm saying. Are we going to work to get this one there, or are we going to encourage him right now to stop and do it over? Because for me, this is what I do.
I'll tell you my opinion off there.
You want me to be honest with you? I can do the go rah whatever, but if you want me to be blatantly honest, I don't think you're going to hit your goal. You know, I mean, I'm being straight. Like
it's tough right now.
Yeah,
it's
this
tough
time
right
of
now.
year,
There's so much competition too.
Like, I mean, no offense to anything.
No.
I've been around for a while. I know most everybody.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever met, have we?
No.
Okay. And how many streams have you been on? Like before? I know you were on Bancroft, right? Because I watched that.
It was on a bunch yesterday.
Yeah.
Homeboy was like
before this book. How many streams were you on all the time? Were you like a regular on something?
We had our own. I had my own.
Okay. No, that's that you haven't been around. Like your faces.
Well, like with the first campaign. The first campaign, I was on everyone's. Mandy, Zaid, Bancroft, Malin.
That book came out great and it got shipped and everything.
But I was it was a lower flexible goal. I needed to raise $2,000, which I did. Came out, fulfilled.
Good,
great reviews. So I was like, it's But here's what I think. And I told Preston this earlier. My downfall was when it was time to fulfill. I stepped away from YouTube, not so much Twitter, but YouTube, and I made fulfillment a priority, made the customer a priority, and I wasn't like actively on YouTube. And then when I was building Talon Flats, the team for that, and then when I got everything together, came back and
let me throw some wisdom out there. Your mistake wasn't walking away from YouTube and doing your own show. Like a lot of these guys are going to tell you need to spend 2 years and build 30,000 followers on your YouTube. That's not a reachable goal. You know what I'm saying? That's not a reachable goal. What you need to do is is get on as many shows as possible. Just not even promote, just be on there and talk shit. Become a
Give people a chance to
become
get to
a
know
personality. You see what I'm saying? And then
build your brand.
when you launch your book, people know you, and they're much more likely to back you if they know you. You know,
that's true.
And right now, I think that's what Passion's trying to get to, is that people. Passion's been around for a while, dude.
I've been here since almost the beginning.
Yeah, and
man.
He knows pretty much everybody. You know, and if you guys haven't met, you
all
haven't
the
done
shows.
enough streams. You know.
Yeah.
And
we all learn as we're going along.
See, now Brian Kriskow, he's one I wish I didn't.
Yeah. Me too. I don't like Brian sends me.
Hey Brian, like, how do you get out of your room now? Because you got all those toys back there. Are you like just living in your room?
And I shuffle and I shimmy. What was that? Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. Arnold has something to say. Screw your freedom. Freedom.
Yeah, but it's not about Brian's background. It's about all the crates that are around him with toys.
Oh no, dude! It's not even a joke. I got most of them back in the closet, but yeah, no, I got way too much of this shit.
So here's what I'd probably do if I was you, Forrest, and I'm being serious. Like, I had a conversation with somebody off air, and he was telling me, like, I'm not launching in January because everybody else is launching. And to me, that's saying, well, my project isn't that great and it's not able to compete with everybody else's project. So I don't want to launch when everybody else is launching, that's ridiculous. If you have a good project, you launch when people have money, you know? And I'm telling you right now, contact Indiegogo, cancel a campaign and restart, do your pre-campaign again. Ryan knows this. Like, you can only do a pre-campaign for so many months before they can't. Indiegogo.
Yeah, it's like 6 months.
Yeah, is it 6 months?
I think something like that. 6 months.
Yep.
So push. Do time it to where you have to launch in January, right? Mid-January. That way, people they know how much they're getting over Christmas. They know how much money they're going to be getting in from their income tax. Or the beginning of February, you know, and then go ahead and launch your campaign, and do it like right this time.
Well, but here's the thing. Do you really think
during that time, don't just go ahead and do the pre-campaign? Also, get on as many channels as you can, not to promote, just to kind of hang out and talk shit, and just be a personality. It's not really about building your own channel, more of becoming a personality and people getting to know you. You know?
Yeah, I know. You got to show your face.
Exactly.
You got to come to the community squares.
J Money is on everybody's channel.
and J Money, salutations for being shockingly sober this evening.
Yeah, what's up with that, dude?
I started getting too fat. I got the carb fat going on, and man, I couldn't fit in any of my
treadmill,
pants
dude.
anymore.
Treadmill. And what? Are you in a different part of your house? You're in a different part of your house. What's this?
No, I just got this. That's what I was saying at the beginning of the stream.
The green screen's
yeah,
nice.
Well, it fucks up on the What
are those whack ass comics you got behind you?
Oh, it's all my comics.
It's a rash.
No, so ever since StreamYard did this update a month or two ago, the green screen, if a person has it active for an amount of time, all of a sudden the pixelation will just start coming out of the bottom.
Are you serious?
It'll just start blending in. So it's a complete waste of fucking time. So
I like a lot of the updates they did where you can just do a show and pre-record it and just go ahead and launch it at a different time during the day. I kind of like that feature. I haven't really explored everything.
See, this is a green screen. I took a picture of my studio when it's the messiest it ever was. I always make sure. This is not real back here.
I do have one of these.
Ah, nice flail.
Yeah.
That looks legit
the wall
too, man.
Yeah, there it is.
We're not gonna hit with that.
Stop flailing along.
Him and his old lady use that during sex acts.
Oh, man.
I can't move today. We had sex. We had
Dude, you get hit with that, you ain't moving again ever.
Holes all in my chest.
But I mean, I
hit my penis with the flail.
no, because I'm thinking. I mean, I don't know that Richard needs to kind of like. I think maybe, and I could be talking out of my ass here. I've been known to do that. I think that maybe what he should do is close this, relaunch, but relaunch still while it's summer.
Yeah,
and
I'm thinking about relaunching probably in a week again. Because here's the thing, I do respect Preston's take on it, but I got an artist relationship thing that needs to be, that was already hashed out, and there's a certain deadline for him to get his money. See, so
the other thing
like if it was
basically if you launch again and you lower that goal, so you can go in demand.
And that's what I'm gonna do. Just have it at 500.
This is the actual goal, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Tell me off air how much you owe the artist.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk. I think there's something.
Because don't just launch at $500.
You see, dude, you should have gotten Preston. I just pay him in like toys and comic books.
Next time you talk to us.
Obviously, you're not playing them.
I mean, I paid for the cover. I mean, I thought the advice came for free.
Incorrect. But that's the thing. We're all learning as we're going along, and the rules keep changing too. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the standard goal at one point was like $5,000, then it was $3,000. Now it's like start your campaign at 500.
No. Don't start your campaign at $500. Nobody, not unless you got a completed book and you have nobody to pay, and you have issues just laying around that you can just ship out immediately.
Yeah.
The standard.
We're not trying to be dicks or anything. We're actually
no. I'm open minded to
the goal is whatever it takes to get it out the door. That's how much the goal should be.
On this panel, there's quite a bit of people who've launched books and several books. I'm on number 5. So, I mean,
I got one under the belt, which I was really happy about.
Great,
but this is a different animal, different beast. So
if you're trying to,
and that'll be a major factor.
If it's a new project, 5K, 4 or 5K is definitely reasonable to go ahead and get it. Just to mail it out, print it, and mail it out.
Yeah, and you just bite some costs, like what you paid, and even like your shipping boxes. If you want to bite that cost because you got a job, just fucking bite the cost.
Usually you'll make it up when you go in demand.
Yeah,
exactly.
And
that's what I was getting to. The goal is being in demand.
Yeah,
knowing that people can buy your book whenever they have the money or see it or whatever,
But again,
these books I don't see until they're damn over with.
But again, that goes back to being on streams. Yeah, say you make your money and you do all this stuff, and then you disappear, and no one knows. No one's going to come buy your book when you're in demand because they don't know the book is in demand.
Yeah, you got to keep talking.
So you got to keep going. You don't have to go hard, but you got to like that.
Did you contact everybody from your old campaign to let them know that you had this one? You was launching it, and like the okay.
Well, I got the mailing list, so this I think, and I hear what Passion's saying too is, like when I made the decision to do this comic, it's I plan to be on streams until I can't because I'm actually having to mail stuff out. So I'm prepared for the year campaign. This is that's what it is.
Well, shit, I would stream when you're packing, man.
That too.
That's what
I'm probably gonna
show people that you're fulfilling. That's part of it.
Yeah,
but I'd be scared to dock someone. So
nah, man, just put
shit.
And once
I mean,
and once people see that they're getting their books.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, when you see your books in like in the hands of your backers, that's the shit right there, right? That's like being, like being high off of like jet fuel or something. But when
the word of mouth comes in,
exactly,
fans start telling their friends, "Yo, this book was badass. Check it out."
Yeah, I had zero interest.
On demand,
right, like I had zero interest in Undead Border. What do I need with like another zombie book? And Preston's like, F you, I got an extra copy, it's coming your way. And I was just like, yo, like how the hell did I sleep on this, right?
Nobody knew about it.
Yeah, nobody knew about it. And and now they're doing like a second chance campaign. And
It's doing
You
good,
know,
dude. It's not doing bad at all.
Let me give you
yeah,
a
no,
story.
it's doing good, and
Let
it
me
should
give you a
be. It
story of
deserves to be.
my first book. So like Doom Fate was my first book. My second. It's my first comic book. It was my second book in CG, and I set the goal for $4,000. Okay, I just barely made that, and then at the end of 60 days, I made 4,800. And when that happened, it was basically, well, I'm coloring the book, I'm penciling the book, I'm doing everything myself, and I'm making zero money on it. So, but what I did was for the next 9 months while working on the book, I came on streams and still did everything. When it was all said and done, I closed that campaign down. It was 17,000.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of work even after the fact.
Yeah, and that's
9
what
months to a year.
That's what I'm prepared to do. I just I thought flexible goal was like you go until it fulfills.
Yeah, it doesn't stop until it delivers.
Yeah.
But also, don't feel bad, don't feel stupid because like I said, I had 3 first campaigns.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like but that's the beauty of this scene. That's why I'm so proud to be a part of it. Is everybody's into helping everybody,
Yeah.
Well, here's another thing too. Like I know you said you're going to launch next week, but keep in mind if you launch during the time of the year when nobody's going to buy your book, you're not going to make your goal.
Yeah,
like
but
it doesn't
I have
matter.
I have an artist relationship though that I gotta make
sure.
I
get that, but
all
if
year
you,
long. I mean, I don't totally agree what Preston says. People will buy books all year long. There's no set thing. There is no evidence of that happening. Where, like the big guys, they launch whenever they freaking feel like it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. They also
and
have
the little guys. I have not seen any sales data saying that launching a certain time of the year is going to really. Maybe Christmas, right? Like if I did Christmas Day, yeah, I'm a moron. But you got a pretty big window when like I launched Doom Fate like around Thanksgiving.
I ain't gonna lie. I think people should do Black Friday campaigns.
Well, Passion has a point. Like Passion has a point. The big guys can launch anytime they want, but the big guys also have tens of thousands of followers that'll do exactly what they say to do. Whereas the smaller guys, unless you can get the bigger guys to push your book, it's going to be really, really tough. And I'm going by everything I've seen and what I've experienced when I launched the first Doc Salem campaign. Like it was insanely difficult to go ahead and get
you were just coming in at the time too, Preston. I mean, no one.
Oh, that's true too.
To be honest with you, no one knew who you were. And if they all knew what they know now.
It was frustrating as fuck too, because I saw the book and it looked lit as hell, and I'm just like, "Hey, everybody, let's rally the troops! Let's get this thing funded! Let's go!" And like nobody was behind me.
But it also might be that I'm seriously scarred from that incident.
Oh, dude, remember? We were talking on the phone. I was like, "Dude, don't worry, your book's gonna get funded, but still, when you don't reach your goal, you're still gonna feel like you got kicked in the nuts. Just brace yourself."
So what would you say I should re-release it as? The goal. Are we doing like 4K or 3K? What do you guys think?
We'll talk offline. I can't tell you that.
Let's talk numbers and stuff later.
Yeah. But don't worry, dude. We got your back.
Yeah, and I appreciate all the advice. I don't take it as you guys dissing me or whatever.
No.
I'm open-minded, man.
You know me, Richard. I'm going to push your book no matter what you decide to do. I do think you should probably relaunch it. I don't think I know right now. Look, if you're talking about 30 days, August to September, people got money. Okay, people got money. Especially if we're going to get some more checks coming and whatnot. It's not a bad idea. I would not wait until October.
Yeah, I would not undo that. But I would.
Launch between
it might
October and Christmas. I just wouldn't.
For me, it might be a blessing in disguise because I want to reorganize international shipping too.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, you can get with RJ and hook all that up. See, it might not be a bad idea. And look, I backed it. I know it would delay me getting the book, but if it gets it funded and gets you in demand and gets you where you're trying to go, I'm all for it.
That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll talk.
Let's talk about this off air because there's stuff that.
Yeah.
You can't just talk about
it's
that.
It's no one's business.
Look at that badass cover. Look at that badass cover. Who the hell is the guy that did that?
It's crazy how well that cover sold. Like it's out 15 copies.
Dude, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, but they're charging more for it for some odd reason, and it's still selling like crazy. It's crazy.
Rightfully so.
I
Such a good book.
When I seen it that they had a second chance campaign because I wanted Xavier's cover. You know, this one right
Beautiful.
here. And somebody stole my other book, like my reader copy. Nah,
it's a stealable book. It's a stealable book, man.
But
this is
stuff they wasn't showing people though, right here from their first campaign. Like all this stuff right here, giving them a preview of what was inside the book. You know, like where you can read a little bit, and you're like, oh yeah, this looks badass.
It's really good. It's very good. I was really impressed with it.
I was too, dude. Like surprised. Like I was like, oh, let me read this.
Totally.
I was like, but then the first 2 pages, I was like, this is good.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop reading.
And genuinely creepy. I could actually say that this comic made my skin crawl. Like I was getting itchy.
It almost had some Lovecraftian type of horrors in it too, dude. When those ticks like became tentacles and came out and shit. I was like,
it's
nuts.
It's really, really good. It's got a big heart. It's smart. It's special. It's one of those books that just flew under the radar and deserves more attention.
Who wrote it? Whoever wrote it did a bad dude. Fucking. The art's top notch. Like,
Dario, I think.
Dario wrote it.
It's no High School of the Dead.
No, definitely not.
I mean that in a positive way.
College of the Dead. You mean
College
of the Dead.
Yeah,
No, this is a really it's a really good quality book. Highly recommended.
It is, dude. Like I really dug it. I told him to do a part 2.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
No, but
so you could do another. You could do another dope ass cover.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't know if they could do a part 2 and actually be, you know, because I was so stuck on part 1. Like it's a complete story. I don't know if you can revisit it, like after wrapping it all up in part 1. Like I think it might be jumping the shark a little bit.
Yeah. I don't think it needs a sequel.
Yeah.
You know, and 656 is on fire. They're doing all kinds of amazing shit. Cryptidnals looks amazing.
Dude, that book does look good. I was like, I got my copy secured. I ain't worried about that shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that looks special too.
Those fucking dudes are killing it.
Yeah, they are. And they're funny as shit too. They're always great on streams.
Yeah, this is top notch. They got some
good
stuff, and I'm glad they fucking hit their $14,000.
That's good.
You know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they set their goal high on this one though. 13,000 was it? Or
it's a big book.
No, that's where it closed at.
That's where it closed at. It doesn't tell you what their goal was originally. I think it was set at like $6,000 or $7,000, something like that.
Right.
You know?
Oh, how could you look at that art and not back it?
Now, also another thing too, Richard, keep in mind that there's a whole team of people pushing this motherfucker. Like 656 is like 12 people or some shit like that. Like
they're a crew. They're a cartel.
It's no bullshit. They really are. There's
there's
cocaine in those
pages.
pages.
They'll fuck you up.
You have to dust the book off after you get it.
All talented dudes too. They're all really good at what they do.
Well, one of them used to work for heavy metal. I'm pretty sure. Like, yeah,
they're killing it, man. And this book just looks that beautiful black and white art, man. And you know, Ollie is like the colorist. You know, it's amazing when the colorist is just like no color.
Yeah, no, I told him he's got the easiest job in this little fucking thing they got going on. Like,
he does.
Colors the covers, and that's it.
What up, Chris?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful work.
You know what? We're going to talk some shit after we get off the air, so I'm going to go ahead and cut everybody loose.
One second, dude.
Oh, what?
We got to promote you. You got to promote your shit on Six Gun Gorilla. You're selling original art, actual original pages of Six Gun Gorilla Cemetery Without Crosses, and there's like 9 of them left. So if you're an art collector, $150. That's amazing.
Well, interior pages, like these aren't splash pages. They're just basically interiors. So,
Right.
yeah. So, yeah, I think $150 isn't bad for something like that. Like,
Oh, it's really good.
splash pages are where the money's at. Like, that's
Oh yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, there's original art for sale on Six Gun, and this book isn't going to be that big. It's only going to be like 24, 25 pages. So it's going to be and Sim sold out. His sketch cards sold out.
Fast.
The drawn in tears sold out. Shit.
Fast.
I wonder if you should
Nice.
add some more drawn in tears in there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We might be pushing it.
Oh, you only put. Oh wait. Oh,
Well, I'm
okay,
going to do a book
$125.
I'm doing a book called Drawn In Tear.
I'm going to do one
The whole
called
book
fan
is
service.
just people drawn in. That's it.
I would actually back that. I would actually look forward. I would actually.
No,
That
all
actually, if you want to be the hero, it's $2,000 to be.
Well, I plan on like
It should be hilarious.
Doom Fate in a few years. There's a whole part where there's a big zombie army that attacks, and it's going to be a lot of drawn in tears.
Everybody who backs it gets drawn in. You back it at $50, everybody gets drawn in.
Well, that would be a lot. Yeah.
That'd be
Look.
great.
You see that right here? See that, Brian?
Yes. Hey, you snooze, you lose, Chris. And everybody, just so you know, we also have posters of Preston's dope ass Iron Maiden parody cover, 11 by 17.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So check those out too. I mean, I always like to do the McDonald's menu on my campaigns. This campaign, we got all kinds of shit.
Did you make that an add-on too? Like when they're checking
Yes.
out, they could just make it an add-on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That and also all of the back issues they can add as add-ons too. Like if they just happened to want another copy or just a copy of like issue 4 or 5 or whatever, they can use those as add-ons too.
You still got number 1 first print?
And yep, and anybody who hasn't read it can go and download the first issue for free. Kick the tires and see if this is your kind of thing or not.
So Ryan, all these like Six Gun Gorilla all issues, that's all the original issues that you got left at the house? Like all the floppies?
All the floppies. And
Oh.
I'll have to
son.
order some new ones, most likely, but yeah.
Oh, so they won't be first prints?
A lot of them will be. But some of them would be second prints, third prints. I mean, because remember, I've been doing conventions for a while too.
Yeah.
I never. That's something I should start doing. Oh, the one thing that's exclusive on this campaign is the Vinny cover, and that's like because like I said, if I was going to do another trade paperback, I was like, okay, well, it felt like double dipping to me. I was like, okay, at least slap a new cover on there. It's like something new.
Yeah. Okay, and we're out of here. Everybody be good.
Peace, love, and soul, everybody. Be kind to each other.